Get ready for a big housing change in Sparwood, British Columbia. This just in. Formerly Tech Coal, now it's Glencore. They've laid off up to about 100 people, and they're not finishing or get ready for a big market. Get ready for a big housing change coming to Sparwood, British Columbia, Canada. With the recent layoffs at Glencore, approximately 100 people, and some of the jobs they're not going to fill now, approximately another 100, and then normal retirement. They're going to scale down some of their office administration, and it looks like they're going to try and do it naturally for the rest of the way through. We'll wait and see what happens there. But yeah, we're not having a housing crash by no means. So don't be scared. We're not in a housing crash. We still don't have enough inventory to supply to the people that are looking for housing, even with these changes that we're currently going through. And let me get into that. I got some very good information for you and stuff later on here that will help you make a decision on whether you need to move up, move out, sell, buy, all those kinds of things. But it can get pretty scary out there, but I'm going to put some light onto this for you, okay? Alrighty. So that's the bad news, the layoffs, okay? The good news is there's new developments in town. Wildwood Heights, they've got their 6 fourplexes already. Looks like they're on the interiors now. Looks like they might be chiprocking and painting. I'd like to get inside to one of those and check it out. But those 6 fourplexes are already sold. If you want some more information on that, I can let you know. Just DM me or hit me up on a text. Anyways, so you got Wildwood Heights. They've got a show home under construction. They have another home under construction. So basically, there's 9. They started off with 9 lots available. Now there's 7, and of those 7, I know 2 or 3 people that are humming and hawing. So if you want to build a house and get it in the ground, let's go. Pick your lot, pick your plan, build your house, move in. It's just as easy as that. Takes you about 8 months to build a house. So if you built it now, you could be in there next spring. Brand new spanking house, starting at 600 grand. Depends on what you want to put in it and do to it. But let's just start at 600, okay? There's also room for some duplex lots there. Those duplex lots with house, I would budget yourself somewhere in that 575 to 600,000, and go from there. Comparables right now are in that 575 range plus GST were the old ones. Now this is a good news for you guys. I'll save it for the end. Okay, and here's a quick update on homes over at Whiskey Jack. Whiskey Jack Resort has some stuff going on that I can't quite disclose because I don't have it all. And I don't want to tell you little dreams and little whatever you want to call them. I just want to do my best to give you the facts in the only way I know, and that's just me to you. Okay? So, but if you're ready to buy something, you should get on it. So as far as the houses at Whiskey Jack, we've seen a great range of prices sell, anywhere up to almost $1 million in there. And that's pretty substantial. There's some nice houses in there that were finished off by, where are they? Strandville. Strandville Homes finished those off, and they sold, and they're great. So if you want to build a house, want to get a lot, I'm your guy. Remember that. Okay, now let's get into the market update side of this. Okay, for this, I'm actually going to look at some numbers, and this is where I could, if I really wanted to, I could skew the whole idea of what's going on in this market, just like that. Not a problem at all. Okay, so in Sparwood, in April, so I'm looking at in May, I'm looking at the May stats coming out in June. So this is the June market report. there were 4 houses sold in Sparwood, single family homes sold in Sparwood. Okay, that is down 42%. Okay, just think of that for a second. Now, what's 42% of 4? It's approximately 2. Okay, so basically, there's 2 less homes sold this month than the previous month. But if I wanted to, I could say, hey, the housing market is crashing, minus 42% sales since over less than last month. And I could spin this however I want to spin it and make it look as atrocious as possible. And I could play with those numbers to make them sing if I want. But I don't want to. I just want to give you the numbers. I might do this at another point in a different video just to get your attention. Okay? So we've had 4 Sparwood homes sell, and we've had 4 Sparwood apartments sell. Okay, now the 4 Sparwood apartments, okay, that actually represents an increase of 300%. So I could spin it the other way, and I could easily say, market growing crazy, plus 300%. And just leave the title like that. You know, I should almost write for a newspaper or magazine, like the old days. But those are the numbers that I could spew out there if I wanted to. So let's just say that if we had 2 more single family houses sell last month, then we would have had just an equilibrium of 0. So careful when someone says that something is what it is. Look into it a little bit more, or ask a professional, and we'll get you the information, and we'll give it to you in a way that makes sense. Okay, and then it's not trying to manipulate you. I mean, right now I feel your pain. Right now I understand that you may have been laid off. If you got laid off, I hope you got your severance package. Whatever that may be, I hope you got it, and I hope you're doing smart things with it. Okay? This market, you may need to move. It all depends on what your career is, but you can always stay, remote work from home, be a consultant, whatever. I know they're still hiring hardcore on the trucks, mechanics, those trades. Those jobs are all kind of there. And the closer you get to the coal, the more stable your job is. So having said all that, this is what I've got to tell you, is that it's okay. If you're a buyer, you have opportunity. If you're a seller, you have opportunity. Okay? Because your house, if you bought it say in the last 5 years, pre-COVID, you're good. You've made money. In the last 4 years, you've made money. And it might have been $100,000, it might have been $150,000, depending on what you bought. Style of house, apartment, condo, duplex, fourplex, whatever you may have bought, it may have gone up. And I'm sure it has gone up. I just don't know how much, because it's based on what it is, where it is, and how well it's been finished. So that's the good news. If you want to get into the market, there's 10 houses right now on the market available for sale. That's a good thing. That means the inventory has been increased. Of those, I'm fairly certain that 2 or 3 of those are sold at this point in time. So basically, a home is under contract. The buyer is going through the subject removals in order to make sure that the foundation, roof, siding, electrical, plumbing, everything's good, up to code, and that they can actually buy this home. And then they'll remove their subjects, and then once they remove their subjects, this house is considered sold, and the contract can proceed with the sales process. So maybe there's 7 between 300 and $1 million. So and most of those I think are actually, probably 6 of those will be in the less than 525 range. So you have an opportunity right now if you want to sell your townhouse, sell your condo, or sell your fourplex, whatever it is. You have an opportunity to upgrade. So instead of, if you could take your equity, you can move it up, and you can get a bigger place. If that's what you want, if your family has grown or your needs have changed. Okay, so you can feel good about all that stuff. I'm always an optimist. I always look at the bright side, but at the same time, I'm very, very conservative. And I will give you the same advice I would give to my own children. Peace.